Hello. The following example is the solution to the problem you should have done after example 3 in section 1.5. This is example 4 in 1.5. A computer screen is 20 inches long and 12 inches tall. What is the length of the diagonal? The diagonal, if I was to draw a rectangle, because that's what the shape a computer screen is in, is the length from one corner to the other corner. Now, it says that the screen is 20 inches long, so 20 inches long there, and 12 inches tall there. Call that x for the diagonal. What you should realize is that this is still the Pythagorean theorem. Your hypotenuse squared is equal to this side squared plus this side squared. That means x squared is equal to 12 squared, which is 144, plus 20 squared, which is 400. That means x squared is equal to 544. Using the square root property, that gives me x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 544. 544 is even. That means that 2 goes into it evenly. 544 divided by 2 is 2, because it goes into 5, with 1 left over. 7 and 2, so 272. 272 is even, so 2 goes into it. 136. 136 is even, so 2 goes into it. 68. 68 is even, so 2 goes into it. 34. 34 is even, so 2 goes into it, which is 17. Now, because I'm looking for, there's an understood 2 here, I'm looking for pairs. There's a pair of 2's. There's a pair of 2's. There are no more pairs of anything here. So multiply what is circled. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Well, that's 4 times 4. So that's 16 times 2 times 17 is 34. So 544 is the same thing as 16 times 34. That means x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 16 times 34. Simplify that. That gives you x equals plus or minus the square root of 16 is 4 times the square root of 34. Now, because x is a distance, or it's a length, I can't use the negative. So I'm just left with the positive 4 square root of 34. That means that the diagonal is 4 square root of 34 inches. If the problem had asked you to round this to a certain number of decimal places, you could have simply typed in the square root of 544 and rounded to the nearest decimal place that was asked for.